constant rotation, it's all about the wrist.
This is your weekend update for February 23rd through February 26th,
Yeah, it is.
2017.
Yep.
I got the dates, or 24th through the 26th.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Thursday, opening sometimes count, but I digress. Coming in at number 1, we have Get Out, the directorial debut of one half of Key and Peele, Jordan Peele.
Yep.
Making $33.3 million in the opening weekend.
Holy Christ, look at that average.
Yes, sir. $12,000 theater average on 2,700 theaters. To put that in perspective, number 2 actually had almost twice, like over 1,000 more theaters, and yet they're more than 3 times their average. There was a lot of people in the seats of those theaters.
That makes sense because if you have more theaters, your average is going to be lower because you got to divide by a bigger number.
Correct, but it's never that. It's never 3 times
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
It's always maybe, 1.4, 1.5 to 2, but 3 times that, making $12,000 per theater. Asses were in the seats, and people were waiting for the next
And people were
show.
talking too, man.
100%.
You don't
Some of the
have-
best marketing.
You don't exactly. You have the great marketing that they had, and you don't have a $33,000 horror movie on its first weekend if people don't think it's great, especially one that comes from a comedy writer. People are looking at a comedy writer like, why are you doing horror, bro? But then you see that trailer, and you're like, why aren't you doing more horror, bro? Oh my God.
Yes.
Like, I haven't even seen the movie yet, and I know for sure that I want to see it. And if I don't see it tonight, I'm probably going to see it tomorrow. I'm tired.
Give or take.
So.
Yeah, for sure. On a budget of 4.5, making $33 million, Jordan Peele is going to be a stay factor in the directorial
I think this
talk
is the
this
best
year.
opening weekend for any horror movie this year so far, too.
Split might have killed that.
Ah, man.
Split is a
that's good
genre
point.
movie. I will throw it in the horror bunch, but it's not as
No,
straight
it's
up in
definitely.
your
I mean,
face
it was.
as horror.
They tried to make it think it was a horror
100%.
movie. So.
But it's more of like a thriller, I would
Yeah,
say. There's
I'd say
not
it's
like
more of a suspense
in your
movie,
face.
if
Yeah,
anything.
100%. Thriller movies have suspense, Kyle. No, just
Cure
fucking
for Wellness didn't.
Check out that
Check out
review.
Oh, fuck.
Jinx, you owe me a In-N-Out burger after this fucking quarter of box office predictions. Coming in at number 2, we have down from number 1, Lego Batman movie, finally dropping from its throne. $19.2 million is nothing to sneeze at, down 41%, but that's still fucking amazing on 4,000 theaters. $133.2 million total gross on an $80 million budget across 3 weeks in the United States alone. You think Lego Batman is going to be making money across the world? Fuck yes. Coming in at number 3, we had John Wick Chapter 2, a sequel to the critically acclaimed 2014 movie John Wick. $9.3 million for them, down 42%, but they're actually up in placing, up from number 4, because 50 Shades of Grey, like Kyle called, would be dropping far more than John Wick. I think by the end of their runs, we're going to be seeing a very similar total gross for 50 Shades and John Wick. But 50 Shades is making over $330 million across the world, 103 in the United States alone. So there's going to be another sequel to that fucking franchise. You can't deny that. It sucks for us who don't see those movies or really give a fuck. It's just a placeholder taking money from John Wick, but I'm glad to see John Wick coming back from number 4 up to number 3 this week. Down from number 3 down to number 4 is The Great Wall, making $9.1 million, only barely losing to John Wick, but still that's impressive because you've only had 2 weeks in the theaters, Mr. Matt Damon. It actually gained 2 theaters as a fun fact. No one gives a fuck. This movie's going to lose money in the United States, but it's already made over $200 million in China. So just take that with a grain of salt. Like, this is a very much for China, made in China, made by China for them. It's a love letter to China. Not really, but it is a movie that appealed much more to that market from the start. You knew that from the fact that it came out last year in China and only in China. What is it at? $34.8 million total gross in the United States on a $150 million budget. Like I said, the $200 million add to that. They're doing fine. No one's whining there. Coming in at number 5, we have 50 Shades of Grey, down from fucking number 2, dropped 61.6%. What? Oh, 50 Shades Darker. Sorry. The sequel to 50 Shades of Grey. The less critically acclaimed 2014 romance, sexual, softcore porn novel made into a movie that people saw. Did you know that it dropped 70% from week 1 to week 2 on 50 Shades of Grey? So the fact that it only dropped this much is kind of impressive for 50 Shades Darker. So it is kind of voting more week after week, but I think it took more people to get in, or it took more time for people to actually go and see this movie. Like, they're like, is this going to be good? No, it's not going to be fucking good, but if you like softcore porn, there you go. Take your grandma. $103.7 million on a $55 million budget across 3 weeks is nothing to be sad about. Down from number 5 at number 6. Closing out the top 5, 6 through 10 is Fist Fight at number 6. $6.5 million for them. Down 46%. Hidden Figures down from 7 or up from 6 to, or wait, no, down from 6 to 7. Oh man, I'm losing it. Hidden Figures, $5.8 million for them, only dropping 19%. On Oscar weekend, someone went to go see that movie, and I don't know if the Oscars played into it. Didn't really win anything, but, it's a good fucking movie, so go see it. $152.7 million total gross in the United States on a $25 million budget on 10 weeks in the motherfucking film, in the theaters. At number 8, up from number 9 from last week is La La Land, making $4.6 million, up 2%. Cool whipty fucking do, $140.9 million. They had the best picture Oscar for about 5 seconds, and now they're just another film, just like Hidden Figures. So, happy for your nomination and all your wins, but you are not a best picture. There's only one of those. Coming in at number 9, up or down from number 7. I keep saying up and down and up and down and up. I can't fucking do it. Why do I host the show? Split, making $4 million. The fact that there's $4 million to still squeeze out of this fucking film is ridiculous. I can't picture people seeing this multiple times after this point. What is it? It's been in theaters for 6 weeks on $9 million, making $130.8 million. That is just as good as Get Out, but we may see Get Out kind of edge it out more. But to see if Get Out can stay at number 1 for 3 weeks in a row, then it's as good as Split in the sense where, as far as money talks. And to close out the top 10, I know. Up from number 11 is another Best Picture nominee is Lion, a quality-ass film, so go see it. $3.8 million for the Harvey Weinstein Company, down 8% from last week. It's still squeezing, but it's also gaining theaters, so that's a point. Oh, and La La Land gained theaters. What the fuck? $42.8 million total gross across 14 weeks for Lion. It's actually been in theaters longer than both Hidden Figures and La La Land, as a fun fact, but people don't know about it as much, so the Oscar stage was a great place for them to show this off. One other fact that I want to throw out there is that Get Out is currently hanging in there with 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has one bad review. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. It was at 100% through till Saturday. And then some guy just comes in like, oh, I'm going to fuck this up. That's my job today. Like, I'm really just going to go against the whole culture of making a movie. This guy almost had like the first directorial debut with 100%. And this guy was like, nah. Kyle, anything stand out?
Finally, he fucking says my name, man. Woo! It's bad luck to talk when you've been jinxed.
I was curious, like, what was going on, but it's all good because I let it go because I was like, maybe Kyle just has a cut in his mouth and doesn't want to say anything.
Oh, man. Anyway, no, nothing really stands out to me there. I think it's funny that La La Land gained theaters, like as if they were hoping, oh man, like we're probably gonna win Best Picture, so maybe let's like boost our theaters and make a shitload more money. And in their defense,
I think that was also the theaters ordering the movie because they thought it was.
That's true. Yeah, they're probably
I mean?
The theaters were like, hey man, I think we might make a fuckload of money. Yeah, that was my bad. I went to the Triple X3. No, yeah, they went up from 9. They actually went back up, and they got 2.1% more than they did last week, and that's kind of funny to me. Mm-hmm. And I guess it makes sense.
Oscars, people are trying to see it, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, really, honestly, they almost had some of my money, but I had shit to do this weekend, and I was not going to the movie theaters.
It's all good.
But this weekend, I will be going to the movie theaters because, like I would have said audibly, Get Out, as good as it may be, is not going to stay number 1 this weekend. Nah. I can say that with 100% certainty. And if I'm wrong, oh my God, I am not predicting shit anymore.
There's no way, because that would mean that Logan makes less than $33 million.
Exactly. There's no possible way that movie makes less than
I'm calling over 100 million debut.
I'm telling.
I'm calling
That's a hell of a prediction.
I think this movie's going to shock people, and it's not going to be the Thursday numbers, and it's not going to be the Friday numbers. It's going to be that Saturday night numbers that's going to inflate the fuck out of it, allowing it to get to that $100 million. If I'm right, I'm saying I don't think people are that excited on opening day, but the people who saw that opening day are going to take the extra pair of friends and go see it again themselves because everything we're hearing about this movie is phenomenal. It's a quality ass film.
This is looking like it's going to be the best X-Men film to date, including Deadpool.
People are saying that this is like I know the Oscars just happened, and I know it doesn't fucking matter, but I am going to say this and take it with a grain of salt.
The first comic book movie that gets an Oscar?
No, I'm saying that this is the first movie where I'm hearing multiple people say that this is going to be on their best picture, like, shortlist. Wow. And that in a world where this movie doesn't exist at the end of the year on that same shortlist in the conversation, that means that we had one of the greatest fucking movie years, period.
Wow.
Because it would have to speak to the quality of film that would surpass Logan. That
dude,
in
you know
itself.
what?
Speaking of which, Logan is our new release this week. I know people knew that.
right.
We just never went into it.
The statement I just made is null and void because this would not be the first movie to get an Oscar or first comic book movie to get an Oscar. I feel like
There's
multiple
multiple.
have, but
The Batman in
also
89.
fucking Suicide Squad literally just got an Oscar 2
Fuck
days
yeah.
ago.
But as far as the Fox
Yeah.
superhero movies, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Deadpool, maybe for writing in a world where people
should have-
actually
Should have
knew
got
what
adapted, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I agree, but it wouldn't have won.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would have won
For
but
sure. What did one? Was it? I think it was Manchester.
Adapted screenplay.
I think it was Manchester.
I don't remember.
I think Manchester
We
beat
had
out
a little
Moonlight.
bit of alcohol in us.
100%. Check out our Oscar talks, or after the previews talks over the Oscars. If you just want to rewatch it with a little bit of commentary, we had our community manager Ruffum, as well as Kyle and myself with far less cool nicknames. How about your Rocket Man? And
I'm not Rocket
I'm
Man.
Pyro.
I don't think I could pull off the same. I'm not really a William Shatner type.
How dumb is the guy that called himself Pyro just now? Very dumb. Other new releases this week are The Shack, which is a movie that my mom just pitched to Kyle outside of this doorway.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it has Octavia Spencer as God.
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that, or some like interpretation of a higher power.
And Sam Rockwell? Is that the man
Sam
from
Worthington.
Sam Worthington. You know, I can't remember.
Avatar.
I can't remember him, though. I remember Jake Sully for some reason. But that guy has never been in another movie that I remember.
Terminator Salvation.
Nope. Okay, I remember that.
Hacksaw Ridge, you have not seen yet.
Nope.
So that's fair.
Yeah, I heard you did talk about that in the review, and I do remember being like, "Oh yeah, he's still alive. He's still
a great
working."
character in that movie.
Logan's opening on 3,900 theaters, so
That's a
it's
lot.
gonna obviously outpace.
It's gonna have
The
a
Shack.
low average but a high income.
Mm-hmm. I think, dude, to hit that 100 mil, I'm calling it. But Before I Fall is the other new release this week. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to click on
That
it.
is a drama starring the girl who is James Franco's girlfriend in Why Him. I don't know her name offhand. I believe it's not Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne's older. But she looks a lot like Rose Byrne. She looks like a young Rose.
Zoe Deutch.
Zoe Deutch. Zoe Dutch?
Yeah, probably
Ditch?
Dutch. It's not Dooch.
Yeah. I
Zoe
feel like
Douche.
she wouldn't keep that name.
No.
In a world where people take stage names a lot.
What was
Joaquin Butter?
Oh, it was
Or-
Bottom.
Bottom, yeah. Joaquin Bottom.
Joaquin Phoenix's real name was last name was Bottom,
Which,
and that's my favorite fun fact.
River Phoenix, his younger brother, that
River
means his fucking real name is River Bottom.
Boom.
Was River Bottom. Rest in peace,
Parents were
River
just
Bottom.
like, oh yeah. Oh. True.
Well, River Phoenix. I mean, let's not be dicks about it.
Rest in peace, River.
Let's not be
Damn.
dicks.
Someone's gonna clip that out and send it to the Phoenix family.
no,
We
no.
love you, seriously.
Hey, whatever. If that's what gets us viral.
I like the movie Her.
I don't know. What's your box office predictions for the week, sir?
I'm gonna say Logan at 1, and if we're wrong,
I'm
about
gonna
that,
second
then
you on that. On the Logan at 1. I'm gonna put Get Out at 2.
I'm also gonna put Get Out at 2.
And this is where it gets hard, man. I think it's Lego Batman for sure.
You think so?
I do. I don't see John Wick outpacing it at that point.
I don't see John Wick outpacing it, but
Well, that's
I
our
don't know
that's our
I don't know that
three.
before
You know what
I
I mean?
Fall, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I went off the page.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know that Before I Fall makes a lot of money, but it's been very well marketed.
You think?
Yeah, and
Do you
it's
think The
opening-
Shack has a better
No,
chance? No.
I don't know. This the first I heard of The Shack was 10 minutes ago.
To
talking
clarify,
Mom.
though, Before I Fall is under nationwide,
Yeah.
which means that it's above 2,000 theaters, I think is the rule for that to be. But that's like marketing strategy where it's like open nationwide instead of like open everywhere, which
Yeah.
is like 3,000 to 4,000
Yeah,
theaters.
it's gonna be
so
in
it's
one of
weird
those like, smaller
terminologies.
theaters all across the country.
So I think it might have an uphill climb. I don't know if that's true, so please correct me what nationwide means, but I think it is a marketing tool where you don't actually say how much. It's like not putting your budget out there because
yeah,
you don't know how much you're going to make.
I'm gonna say,
You know, man, I'm going
man.
Lego Batman at 3.
yeah, I'm gonna go Lego Batman at 3 as well.
All right. You know what? This is going to be a boring next week's thing because we have been going opposite
Whatever,
of each other.
man.
No, we got to win.
No,
it's
I mean,
a win game.
I mean whatever in the sense that like you've been doing very well, and I think I need to just take a page out of your book to
Bro,
get some.
I
Points
literally
on the
flipped a
board.
coin on last episode. You can look back.
Yeah, I know.
I am not a prodigy.
You actually flipped your phone.
Oh, yeah, and it flipped wrong, and then we redid it, and then it was right, and I doubted it. I didn't think Get Out was going to beat Lego Batman. In no world did I, but it fucking destroyed
It killed Lego Batman. Got more like almost twice its income.
Coming in at 4, in my opinion,
I say
will be John Wick.
You know, just for kicks, I'm gonna say Great Wall. just because it's got one less week in theaters.
All right.
Maybe
I
people
see what you're
stay
saying.
interested.
That's not a bad way of looking at it. I just don't. John Wick's a
I
bad
can't-
choice.
yeah.
John Wick's a bad choice.
I feel like Great Wall is a bad choice too. So
I think it's gonna be a new release at 4, man.
you think so?
Yeah. 'Cause they're already at 9.
I'm gonna say Before I Fall at 5, just because the marketing's been doing well.
And I'm gonna put The Shack.
All right.
I don't know about these ones.
Yeah, this is a tough week as far as like the 3, 4, and 5 go.
But we are your box office bros. Let us know below if we're completely wrong or what you think the predictions for going into this next weekend will be. We obviously know Logan is a safe bet. March 3rd, though, that is the beginning of the weekend. So before that, get your bids into the comment section below.
And back to the regular show.
You didn't do the thing.
That's your thing.
No, the.
Oh, it's beep 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 beep.
There we go. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that one.